Hey everybody, welcome to my NHL player rankings for the Montreal Canadiens. This is week 11 and I've gone from doing it every week because it was kind of slowing down and it wasn't really exciting. I'm going to do it every 2 weeks. So it'll be twice a month basically based on the 2 weeks games. And this is week 11, so yeah, it won't be every week anyway. So, for this week is there were 8 games in the last since the last time. The stats I'm going to give you are based on the last 5 games because that's all I could really get from at one time. So I've got the stats for the last 5 games. They had 3 losses before that, so it doesn't really matter. Nobody played that well. It won't make that much of a difference. And I'm going to give them to you in rows of 3 to speed up the video a little bit. And except at the top 6, then I'll give them to you individually. And like I said, it's kind of like the power rankings. They change every week depending on how the player plays, and I move them up and down depending on how if they had a great week or bad week, whatever kind of week. And that's how it works. And that's right here at Talking Habs, the home of Habs hockey, where everything is dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. Anyways, if you want to see more videos like this one, subscribe. You got to go down there, subscribe, and ring the notifications bell. That's going to get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge from Talking Habs. And while you're at it and on your way down, if you like the video, give a thumbs up. And any comments you may have about the video, about any mistakes you think I might have made in the order that I have them, and leave any of those comments in the comment section right down below. Okay, so first up, as you can see, 22, 23, 20, it's cut off. Sorry about that. But we have Brendan Gallagher. Look, as the players are getting healthier, there's less call-ups here, so I'm going with as many of the actual players who will be here. Even though I don't have any word about Gallagher and Drouin's exact time frame for till when they'll be back. Number 24, I've got Gallagher. He's injured. He did not play. Drouin, 23, he's injured. He did not play. At number 22 is Charlie Lindgren. I'm putting this down now. Lindgren I have him down 4 spots at number 22. He went 0-1 and 0 with a 4.00 goals against and an 8.57 save percentage. So, like I had said in an earlier video, his first start was really promising and good, and the second one wasn't as good, and the third one was less so as well. So, don't know what's going to be with Lindgren. So, those are the first 3. Give me a sec. So next up on this list is number 21 is Jordan Wheel. Wheel he's down 5 spots. He had played only 2 games out of the last 5. He had a goal and no assist for 1 point. He was even, and he had 9 shots. He had 2 games with a lot of shots for Jordan Wheel. In number 20 is Yoel Armia. I might have screwed up here, and he probably should be a little higher, but that's where I've got him. He's up 3 spots. He also only played 2 games, which is why I didn't move him up higher. 1 goal, no assists for 1 point. He was a -1 and had 8 shots and played well, I thought. A little rusty, just a little bit, but he played well. And in number 19 and down 5 spots is Jordan Fleury, Cale Fleury. Cale Fleury played in 3 of the games. He had no points. He was even and had 2 shots. And most of the reason why he was down, he would have been down only 1 or 2 spots, but because of how things shook out higher up, that I had to move him down. Okay, next one's up. Next up at number 18 is Brett Kulak. Kulak played in 3, and that's up 3, by the way. He's up 3 spots. He was in 21st. He played in 3 of those games. He had 1 assist for 1 point. He was +3 and had 4 shots. I thought Kulak played better than I would have thought he would play. He seemed to have more confidence handling the puck in the offensive zone, making better decisions. That's what I saw. So I thought I'd move him up into this spot. Number 17 is Victor Mete. Mete played okay. Nothing spectacular, nothing horribly bad. I thought I'd just leave him in the same spot. So he stays the same at number 17. No points, +4, 5 shots. And number 16, and that's up 4 points, is Dale Weiss, who played really well, especially in the last 2 games. He had 2 assists for 2 points, a +1 and 3 shots. I just saw something about Weiss's game that I liked in the last few games, especially the last 2, and I thought he was deserving to rise up. So that's Kulak, Mete, and Weiss. And next up is the next row. Next up at number 15 is I don't know why I always think Nelson Scandella. It was Scalbania back in the day. I don't know why I got it, isn't it? Marco Scandella. He had no points, -1, had 5 shots, and I have him down 2 spots. I think his play's been rather steady and everything, so it's not based on that necessarily, just how things shook out ahead of him. So that's Scandella at 15. Up one at number 14 is Ryan Poehling. He had his first goal of the season. No assists for 1 point. He was even and had 6 shots. His play's been really good, especially on the PK. And the PK has been really good of late. Him and Suzuki playing together on there has been really helpful. So I thought he was deserving to go up one and into 14. At number 13 and down 1 spot is Nate Thompson. He had 1 assist and 1 point. He was even and 2 shots, and he made a really big revelation nationwide on TV. That was good on him, and he deserves to stay where he is, even just for that. But he deserves to. He came down 1 spot, but that's mostly because like I said, how things shook out ahead of him. So that's Scandella, Poehling, Thompson, and it gets us to the top 12 in just a split sec. At number 12, the young, our young is he a heavyweight? I don't know what he is KK Jesperi Kokanyemi. He had no points, -2, 8 shots. He comes down 1, and I could have maybe brought him down a little bit more with how everything else was, but KK definitely deserves to be in the top 12 based on that fight. Not that I want to promote fighting, but the point is he stood up for his fellow teammate. He didn't hesitate. He just went right in there. And I also wonder if it wasn't a little bit of, hey guys, this is what you do when an opponent hurts one of our guys. Because remember, he got slew-footed, spun around on his neck, and that would have concussion. So I wonder if there was any motivation like that. But KK in number 12, largely based on that fight. In number 11 is Ben Sherratt, down 3 spots. 1 assist for 1 point. He was even and 5 shots. This one was probably based more on his play than on how it shook out. Not that he played bad, but he seems to be having a little bit of a, I don't know if it's so much of a letdown, but he's logging a lot of minutes, and I think might be taking his toll a little bit on him. In number 10, staying in the same spot, that's Nick Cousins. Nick Cousins had a couple of really good games where his offense came out. He scored 2 goals in the last game. He had 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. He was -1 and had 7 shots. So I thought with that kind of play, he deserved to stay at least in 10th spot. And let's hope he gives us more like that, because we need some offense from the secondary scoring, definitely. Next up in number 9, we got Jeff Petrie, who's down 2 spots. He had 2 assists for 2 points. He was a -1 and 10 shots. Petrie could have been higher on this list a little bit, but I mean, he's making bad decisions when he's under pressure in the defensive zone, and it's affecting his overall game. I think, I don't know, he's not it's not a slump per se, but decision making, he's not great right now, not playing at his best. So I have him down 2 spots. Number 8, down also 2 spots, is Shea Weber. He had 1 assist for 1 point, -1, and 14 shots. Playing pretty good, but also not spectacular. He's down mostly because of other people in front. I mean, Petrie too, but Petrie's not making great decisions, especially in the D zone. So I have him in 8th. At number 7 is Arturi Lehkonen. Lehkonen is still playing really good hockey. His offense went down a little bit. He's got a goal for a point. He was even in 14 shots. But he always plays well away from the puck. On the defensive side, he plays. So I kept him up in the top because of that. I like Lehkonen. Lehkonen is a very important piece of this team. Okay, so we'll get to the next in a second. I think in the interest of keeping the time down, I'm going to do top 6 also 3 at a time. So at number 6, we got Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki had a goal for 1 point. He was a -2 and 9 shots. And definitely because of other guys, the way they played and the production, that Suzuki came down 4 spots. So he's down 4, but still in top 6. At number 5, and also down 4, also because of production numbers, is Max Domi at with 1 assist for 1 point. He was even and had 13 shots, but again, the 4 guys ahead of him were most of the production in the last 5 games. And at number 4, and the first time on the board, is I wrote Covey. I should have written his whole name. Is Ilya Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk in the last 5 games had 4 goals, 1 assist for 5 points. He was -3, 15 shots, playing really well, showing what an elite shooter can do. And so I put him right up on into 4th spot. So top 3 of the top 6. Suzuki in 6, Domi in 5, Kovalchuk number 4. Next up, the top 3. And the top 3 are: number 3 is the goalie, Carey Price. Price has been, especially in the last 5 games that the stats are based on, has been quite awesome. Quite awesome. He played in 4 of those 5 games. He went 4-0-0 with a 150 goals against average and a 940 save percentage with 1 shutout. Awesome numbers from a guy who was kind of struggling, but still awesome numbers. And Price is definitely deserving of being in the top 3. And that's up 6, by the way. So he was number 9 last time. Up 2 spots, Thomas Tuta. He had a goal, 4 assists for 5 points. He was +4 and had 10 shots. And as a matter of fact, I think in all 5 games, 2 shots each game. So that's kind of an odd stat. But he played really well and deserved to go up the 2 spots. And the only thing keeping him out of the top spot was I thought Phil Deneau had a little bit better and more shots. He had almost the same plus minus. He had the same 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. And I just thought he's in the face-off circle. He's doing a little bit extra. And I thought he'd go in first spot. So number 1, Phil Deneau. Thomas Tatar was 2nd, and Carey Price 3rd. So that's I'll pause for a sec. So that's week 11 of my NHL player rankings for the Montreal Canadiens. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. And while you're on your way down there to do that, because you got to go down there, and the subscribe is right next to it. Subscribe and ring the notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge from Talking Habs. And I don't know if there's anything else I need to say, but thanks everybody for watching. Go Habs, go, and peace out. Bye, y'all.